Good morning to another episode of Road to 180 Kilo Bench. I thought today's video is not going to happen because yesterday I was laying down in bed going to sleep and I was like, my left shoulder is definitely not recovered. That's because I did push literally 2 days ago. Of course, you can carry on going, right? But if I carry on going and my left shoulder feels a little bit weird, if it doesn't feel like, 85, 90%, and I try and go for a bench that's heavy, I'll do like a top set 5, 3 or 1, whatever I'm going to get up to, my shoulder is actually going to give out. It's going to snap. So, it's feeling all right. Thank God I woke up and I was like, oh, jeez. I feel alright. 90 kilos this morning. 90 kilos on the dot, by the way. I weigh 90 kilos on the dot. I do not want to go a fucking gram over that weight because when I hit 180 bench, that's going to be exactly 2 times body weight. If I get any heavier, it's not going to be optimal, and I'm not going to be as happy about the bench press if I hit it at like 92, 93. I just want to hit it. I just want to hit that 180 at 90 kilos or below. Maybe I'll wake up on that day that I hit 180 just a little bit lighter. Fucking... Woo, I hope so. I feel good today though. I had an amazing sleep. You can see it here. Wow. The app I use to track my sleep, by the way, is just the default health app on the iPhone. So if you want to track your sleep, you have to get an Apple Watch. I have one of the newer ones. I don't know, but they all track your sleep, I'm pretty sure. Then you just go on the app and then it's just there and then it just tracks your sleep every night. The only caveat with that is that you have to put your watch into sleep mode before you go to sleep. But when I go to bed, I just put it in sleep mode, boom. It's pretty cool because you can track your trends over a month and stuff like that. And over the last month, I've slept like 8 hours and 17 minutes on average, which is all right, but I want to get it closer to 9 hours because that way I'm going to have even better recovery. Anyways, let's get breakfast cooking. I'll see you boys in a second. That is a breakfast fit for a king. Look at that. I don't want to fucking spill it everywhere. Jeez Louise, mate. I'm gassed. Let's go. I put these in for even longer than I would have. They're like charred a little bit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tastes so good, Lucy lives. Lucy's not even training. Don't even look at her. She doesn't exist. She's not even training today. Fuck that girl. Alright, in a bit. There's actually been a crazy change of plan and the whole audience is about to go gasp. Can you present to them why? There's a huge change of plan. What's happening?
Dave trains is skipping legs.
I'm not skipping legs. I'm gonna train legs.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm training legs. That's the change of plan. Because I was gonna do push and I told everybody my shoulder feels alright. It feels alright, but I'm not gonna, there's just no point. There's just no point. If it doesn't feel 100%, what's the point of me going to the gym, Lucy sessions? What's the point of you going to the gym? You're gonna have a session that's like a decent session, but it's not an amazing session. And that's absolutely facts, no cap.
And also like,
also, it's been about a month. It's about time to train some legs.
Yeah, and also I reckon it's just a bit dangerous. You don't want to push things too far.
Because I will push things too far. Because I've had so many calories and I feel like I'm like a lot heavier. I'm capable of a lot more. So I'm thinking like I will push harder.
But you shouldn't.
But I shouldn't. No, you should, and neither should you.
No.
It doesn't matter what you're up to. Like if you feel like something's off,
it could be the end of everything.
It could be the end of your benching career for like 6 months. I did the same thing. I did 160 for 3 the other time, like ages ago. I wasn't feeling 100%, went into the gym. I was feeling all hyped and everything's fine. 1, 2, 3. Shoulder feels a bit funny. And then shoulder feels a bit funny for the next few months and you can't bench. I know you gotta do alternative exercises and yeah, I did dips and it was okay, but I didn't want to. I'd rather be doing bench and maybe I could have been benching 200 kilos by now, not 180. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just slow and steady wins the race. So I'm just gonna train some legs. I'm gonna try the heavy side leg hack squat, which in my head, how I hear that when bodybuilders tell me something's heavy, it just feels probably like a barbell to them.
Guys, I thought that I wouldn't be able to squat the hack squat on its own because I've heard that it's this heavy hack squat.
It's cap.
It felt like the hack squat at my gym. I undid it and I nervously went down and I was like, oh.
I reckon all the bodybuilders that say the side leg hack squat is such a heavy hack squat and it'll humble you, they've just never like had a barbell on their back, right?
But it's literally not a heavy hack squat. I'm sorry, I'm not strong, like compared to these.
And it is the one they talk about, 100%.
Sure?
It's the Cybex hack squat. There is the one holy grail, the Cybex hack squat. It's so heavy, guys. I cannot. We'll see. If it's not, then it's gonna be funny because like people are gonna laugh at us. But either way, let's take some pre-workout, boys. I'll see you in a second. Alright, if you're not subscribed, you should probably subscribe to the channel because if you watch my videos while you're not subscribed, you're not gonna see all of them. So if you subscribe, you see all of them. I'm happy, you're happy, everybody's happy. Let's go train. It's gonna be fucking sick, alright? I hope it is, because I'm doing legs. Goodness knows what's gonna happen. Let's go. Welcome to the biggest leg day skipper you've ever seen on YouTube, even though that's basically the whole fitness industry because none of them give a fuck about training legs. All of you have skin legs. Sorry. Stepping on a few toes. Not that I would name anybody. Anyways, it's all of you. Just train your legs, right? Unless you've got like some stupid genetics like me. Not that I'm trying to blow my own horn. I've put in the work to have the legs that I do. I've squatted 270 kilos, I'll have you know. But anyways, I went on this Cybex hack squat, because I've heard so much gas, so much commotion about this machine being like, it's the heaviest hack squat on the planet. It's the, it'll humble you and all this, that, and the other. I was like, come on, mate.
So I just warmed up. I just figured it's gonna be like a barbell. So I just warmed up in the way I would with the barbell. So 60, so just the weight, just the machine, 60 kilos, 90 kilos, 120 kilos, 150 kilos is here. And then I went to 180 and then I just stayed at 180 for the 3 sets because I haven't trained legs in months. And I tell you right now, my legs are completely shot. Like I'm like destroyed. So this is the first set and I'm just gonna leave the whole set here because just so you can see, I'm not cutting depth whatsoever. I was basically going as low as the machine was gonna allow me. I'm pretty sure I'm barely a millimeter away from just like whacking the bottom. And the machine itself feels really good. If you have this Cybex hack squat available to you, you should use it because it feels amazing. Like the padding here on my shoulders, and there's a pad behind your head which keeps your head straight. The pad that keeps your back against the pad is really good. Like it's pretty amazing. I will tell you, what I'm gonna tell you is this feels like 100% stimulus with no fatigue, right? I felt like the fatigue of doing high rep, 12 plus reps, sets of squats, and the reason why they fatigue you is because it's all in your core, right? Like your abs and your lower back are gonna give out before your legs on a back squat. So like it's extremely fatiguing. But on the hack squat here, you just keep going. You can just keep going and it feels really good. I probably had a few more reps in me on all of these sets, but I didn't want to, you know, push it all the way because if I carry on pushing it all the way, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna just get completely fatigued in my legs. I'm gonna have DOMs for days and I just don't want to do that to myself because that's extremely silly, you know, so it's just like, there's just no point. But it feels really good. Wearing a belt on it helps. It's actually quite nice. You would think that it doesn't matter, but having abdominal pressure, no matter what you're doing, like having pressure in your core and being able to, you know, be more stable, it's good on any sort of movement. So if you don't wear a belt, you can wear a belt on leg presses, wear a belt on hack squats, even if it doesn't require a core, like a bench press even. People wear belts on bench press and it does help. I've tried it before, it's not for me personally, but it does help. Yeah, I did like sets of, I think 15 here. So 4 plates. I don't know how much the machine weighs. I don't know what it is, but like 4 plates. I was like, I'll just do a high rep day the way I would on a barbell squat. So I just did sets of 15 with 4 plates aside, right? Same, I would put the same thing on a barbell and do the same thing on a barbell. But it feels really good. I'm probably gonna start training legs more often because of that reason. And then I went on to doing some RDLs, which were really good. Quite light, because I was just like, I do not want to actually fatigue my core. And like I said, I haven't been doing any sort of like lower body movements whatsoever, any sort of heavy lifting for the lower body whatsoever. So I just don't want to wake up tomorrow with like a sore lower back, sore glutes, sore like everything. And I know I will. I'm gonna wake up and I already have sore legs, but I don't want a lower back that's sore. Like a sore lower back or lower back pump is just the worst thing you can experience as a lifter. Anyways, boys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, because maybe you'll see me doing legs again. Because I'm an absolute menace, mate, and I skip legs whenever I want, and I do whatever I want. Catch you in a bit. Woo! God damn! I love training legs. Not really. It was really nice though. Like the hack squat kind of feels like a normal squat, like a barbell squat, minus the messing around of balance and bracing. Like you brace and whatnot, but it's not the same as like a barbell that can throw you off position. So with a hack squat, obviously, because you're on rails, right? It can't go forward or back on you, right? So you don't have to have the balance of the squat, and that feels like I got to like, you know, heavy reps, and there were like loads of reps, and I was really struggling. But all you have to do is rest at the top, because resting at the top doesn't tire you out. On a squat with a barbell, if you're standing there at the top, there's only a certain amount of time you can actually stand there with a barbell, because it will fuck you up. But with a hack squat, you just look at your knees, and I can just breathe, and then go again. Go at the top, breathe, go again. You can do like sets of fucking 500 if you want. You know what I mean? If you want your knees and quads to just tear off, you can do that. But yeah, the hack squat is actually really nice. And then a few sets of like 20. It's absolutely insane. My legs right now, the best way to describe my quads would be disrupted. Really just messed up. And I did some RDLs. They were actually quite light and quite nice. And I did some biceps. Saw loads of you guys. If any of you are watching the video, thank you. Took a few pictures. Sweetest guys, man. Like, it makes everything worth it. When I see you guys like say hi, whatever, like you might think that it like disturbs my session and it's whatever, but without you, I'd be no one. So like walking up to me, saying hi, like it's all like literally like, woo, sick. Boys, love you loads. I'm gonna get home because Lucy's cooking up a feast, and by cooking up a feast, I mean she's just standing there at the door waiting for me to eat some food. Obviously not her, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Look what came! Fucking hell. I just got home and my optimal sleep. Fucking open up. God.
My weighted blanket came. I know it sounds a little bit funky, like, oh wow, my weighted blanket. This is 10 kilos. A proper weighted blanket is meant to be 10% of your body weight. 10 or 9 kilos and I weigh 90 kilos, so fucking optimal, mate. But basically what this does, apparently, it's meant to make you sleep better. So we'll see how this turns out. I'll give you guys a review, because this is like £40 on Amazon also. This is like, apparently this is 10 kilos. Feels a bit heavier than 10 kilos, mate. But anyways, the reason why it's optimal, by the way, is because it like hugs you as you sleep. It like, you don't mess around with it. It literally just like hugs you and then it keeps you cool as well, apparently. Which obviously, in order to have optimal sleep, your body temperature drops and whatever. So it's really good for that. We'll see how it turns out. If it's good, then it's sweet. I'm optimizing my sleep on every single level. I wear a sleep mask, I wear earplugs, now I've got a weighted blanket, and I just need Lucy to give me a favor before we go to sleep so I fall asleep like a king. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Yeah, anyways, in a bit. Boys, I'm trying to figure out some sort of routine where these YouTube videos don't interfere with me posting on other social medias as well, because I've got a requirement and stuff. I need to do other social medias on top of YouTube. I need to do Instagram and I need to do TikToks, right? I need to make videos on every single platform. And if I make these videos 20 minutes, unfortunately I can't do the other side of my job, which also is required, like to grow everything to make sense. That's why the videos aren't as long. I've also played a couple of games of CSGO. I'm trying to live, right?
I'm sitting here trying to edit and Dave is literally screaming in my ear right next to me.
Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop it a like. If you're new, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll see you tomorrow at 12.
See you tomorrow at 12, guys. Love you guys.